Hi, Taurus. It's Aqua Goddess, and I hope that everyone is doing amazing. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, thank you so much for joining us today. And for anyone returning, welcome back, family. Thank you so much for all your genuine love and support. Also, be sure to follow our second channel, Mermaid Palace Tarot, and keep in mind that the messages will be for past, present, future. Let's go ahead and tap right in. If you want to join our free giveaway, make sure that you comment before October 31st, 2025. Believe in yourself. Hey, I am Muffin. Spirit, what do we have for the sign of Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. What do we have for Taurus? Trust. It says this situation is calling for you to have faith. So I'm getting you don't know what someone's doing. It's like you can't watch them or babysit them all the time. It's just that I feel like something in your mind, your spirit is telling you to trust someone. Okay, this could be somebody that you never it's like you never got any type of proof or any type of like you just never felt like they ever were trying to do anything to backstab you. For some of you, maybe you have trust issues, and this could be why you were second guessing yourself when it comes to someone. But I feel like something in your spirit is telling you to trust them. Okay. This is also someone that you have a lot of chemistry with. So you're very attracted to them. You guys can look at each other and not even say anything, and it's just like this feeling there. There's a strong magnetic attraction between you and this person. Okay. And I feel like you are somebody who you have already envisioned this going somewhere further than where it already is. Okay, it's kind of what I'm getting. What is this chemistry energy for Taurus? Honeymoon. I feel like this is the beginning of something. You know, if whether it's a new person or a past person, doesn't matter. It's the beginning of something. It's a new phase when it comes to love. Angel number 222. Okay, what is honeymoon? I feel like you could be enjoying the holiday with someone. I see heart to heart conversation. Okay, so I feel like you guys are going to be around someone around the holiday. It could be Thanksgiving, New Year's, Christmas, even Halloween. Okay, and I feel like you're going to be discussing your feelings with this person. They're going to be discussing theirs with you. Keep an open mind. So your soulmate is different. Whoever you are, Taurus, your soulmate is very different. They don't like fit in the crowd. Okay, for some of you, they could even be like someone that may have not been originally your type, but it's definitely somebody who's very unique, eccentric, different. Okay. Hmm. Okay, tell me about this energy for Taurus. It's raining hard where I am right now. I don't know what the weather's like where you are, but it's raining very hard here. Says, I want to feel that way again. So many things remind me of you. So, with this, I want to feel that way again. Two different storylines because some of you guys are dealing with a new person, some of you guys are dealing with a reconciliation situation. For those of you who are dealing with someone new, I feel like they have been in love before. Whether this person separated from them, whether they got a divorce, that person passed away, I don't know, whatever the situation may be, but they've been in love before. And it's like whoever they were with prior, like whoever they were in love with, they haven't really got that feeling anymore since they separated from that person. And I feel like they still think about that person or reminisce about that person, but they know that it's time to move on. For example, if this is a widow, this is somebody who, they haven't felt this kind of love since their wife or their husband died. And it's like, okay, I want to move on. It's been 2 years, it's been 3 years, it's been 4 years. It's time for me to move on. I do want love again. You know what I mean? Like I don't want it. And it could be somebody, like I said, it could be like a 3 year gap or something like that for some of y'all. Now, if this is someone that you already know, you're the only person that can make them feel a certain kind of way, Taurus. And it's like they can't stop thinking about you, even if they really wanted to. They desire you. Okay, they desire your touch, your smell, your the way you feel, everything. Okay, so I feel like they always think about you. Somebody trusts that you are their person. Okay, is what I'm really getting here with this energy. Tell me more about this chemistry. Says I know I messed up everything, but it's coming out sideways. So I feel like there are some things definitely here. And I do have to separate this from new and old because I'm getting both energies. But I feel like there is some things, for those of you dealing with a past person where you may have not discussed every single thing with them, like every way they kind of disappointed you or kind of had you fucked up. So there are some things that they kind of messed up that maybe they don't even necessarily specifically know about. So you could have pointed out a few different things, but not every fucking thing. I definitely do feel like they do have an idea. Okay, so you've definitely expressed yourself, whether you were angry, cussed them out, calm, cool, collective, and just said what you had to. You definitely expressed something that bothered you. Now, for you guys that are connecting with the new energy, I feel like there are some things that this person's going to do, and maybe they don't really think about it too deep before they do it. And it could be sabotaging things or kind of like pushing you away. For example, um, this new person, they may start to talk about their ex husband or their ex wife or start to bring up things. And it's like, okay, well, it's like I don't always want to talk about this. This is making me feel weird. It's making me feel like you just want that. I don't want to just be a rebound. Okay, or I don't want to. I don't. If you're still into that, let me give you space. So I feel like there's this energy where they may not know that they're kind of fucking up a little bit. I feel like there's this energy of them still kind of holding on to something. So it may make you feel like you are in some sort of competition. Okay, so I'm getting that energy here. But I definitely feel like it is a new beginning, new phase of love. It says, I knew exactly what I was doing. I feel like there's this energy where somebody kind of wants to know how much you care about them. You might be somebody who's not very vulnerable and or kind of good at reserving your emotions or not really being too out in the opening with how you feel, whatever. But I feel like there's this energy of someone wanting to see your reaction to certain things. With this, I knew exactly what I was doing. It's like, how would Taurus react if I said this or if I did this or if I brought that up? And it's almost like based on your reaction. I don't know. It could be the way that somebody feels like they can read if you care or not. New or old. So with this, I knew exactly what I was doing. I feel like somebody's acting in a very calculated or strategic type of way. Like they've actually kind of thought something out before they said it or did it, but then they kind of wanted to see how you react. It's almost like this energy where somebody's trying to read you or figure you out by your response. I feel like somebody's gonna learn a lesson doing shit like that. Yeah, because it says I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. You could have some conversation with them and just really point out a lot of shit that they thought that you didn't really notice. And you could be very kind of like, you might not even give them the reaction that they thought that you would give them, but instead it would be something that like makes them feel kind of stupid or embarrassed. There's a lesson learned here. So whatever attention that somebody's desiring, it's like you got to go about it a different way. Okay, yeah, it's like you got to go about it a different way. For those of you that are connecting with a new person, I feel like because they desire that feeling that they felt at some point with their ex-husband or ex-wife or whoever the hell they were dealing with, they may do things to try to that they feel like will bring you closer to them. Like they could try to do things to make you jealous. So maybe you want to be around them more, you call them more, or you check up on them more, or you age number 1111 because they really desire love. But it's like they may not know how to go about saying that shit. So I feel like these little mind games and shit, or these strategic ways that they're going about things, is really going to turn around and bite them in the ass. Okay, tell me more. Hey, Rainbow Warrior. What's up? Love her nails. What's up, gang? Okay. Mm. So tell me about I want to feel that way again. What does this mean? And roles can be reversed. So some of you, shit, I could be pointing out your energy. Okay, take it how it may resonate. Like I said, somebody wants to feel that love again and see they have another person in their mind. For those of you where it's a new person, this is like somebody that they were in love with before. They think whenever they think about love, they think about that person, but that person's not around anymore. And so I feel like you're building this relationship with them, but they could be kind of like bringing up this other person or things that they did or shit like that. Okay. If this is like if they're a widow, for example, um, for some of you, I'm not even gonna lie, you could be like their second husband or their second wife. But what I'm really channeling though is that they could always talk about their wife or their husband, and maybe it's like you don't want to keep hearing about that. You're like, okay, fuck it, I want to be your husband. Like, let's just talk about us. It's like you don't want your whole relationship to be like them reminiscing. Like this could be somebody you're in love with the lovers card. Now, for those of you where this is an old person, I feel like they have tried to explore options. Could be with a Gemini for some of you, or you could be dealing with a Gemini, whatever. Um, and I feel like they may have explored two options, at least one or two options, but nobody has made them feel in love. It's just kind of been this back and forth bullshit energy. Okay. And so I feel like they can only think about you. And I know that sounds kind of fucked up, and it's really not to boost your ego. I just read energy, and like I said, they can only think about you. They just keep it a secret. You see, they just keep it a secret. And so it's like even if they dealt with these people here, it's like y'all could still be kind of going back and forth because nobody makes them feel the way that you make them feel. And everything reminds them of you. So it just never feels like home with anyone else. Okay, is what I'm getting here with this past energy. Right, which is why they don't commit or they're not open to committing to those people. They don't even allow some people, like, because I'm getting like two people, whether this is you and another person or two people outside of you, because it could be two people outside of you, is how I'm reading this energy, right? But I feel like there's this energy of them not even allowing people to come to their home or like where they live is a mystery. So there's a lack of trust. There, it's just a feeling that they desire. So I feel like this is why your ex, for some of you, is still holding on to you or coming back towards you. Now, there are some things that they've been keeping a secret. I don't see that y'all were in a commitment though with the Four of Wands in reverse, but I just feel like it's something that they're holding close to their chest because they feel like um, it might mess up things maybe worse than shit as already is. So, what is it that this person's keeping close to their chest? I feel like it has something to do with those two people. I know it's two people. I just feel it. Okay, so for most of you, it's two people that they keep close to their chest. I guess they fucked around with someone or two people. Yeah, Ten of Swords, but they feel like even if y'all were not together, that you would still feel a type of way. They see you as somebody who has a lot of pride. They also see you as somebody who has held back from commitment at some point in time with them. Okay, they feel like this would just complicate things even more when it comes to what they really want, which is this Ten of Pentacles with you. So I feel like they knew what they were doing. Y'all had a fight. For some of you, you could have been talking to someone else. I just feel like they felt betrayed or something about some sort of fight or competition, or even holding back from commitment. Okay, this person felt betrayed, and I feel like they started moving a certain type of way. I'm picking up past energy. Okay, now, yeah, what I remember every detail of that day, I feel like that when something ended. So, whether this is your new or your past person, okay, somebody remembers every detail of that day. For the new person, when they were in love and things ended with the person that they were deeply in love with, they would never forget that particular day because they feel like it's been hard or impossible for them to find love afterwards. And for those of you where this is a past person, I feel like y'all had a fight and they never will forget that. Okay, so there is something that is just kind of like really like it's like stuck. It's almost like something kind of traumatized someone or they replay it very often. Okay, I'm getting this replaying energy very, very often. Okay, it says it was my fault that I blamed you. Hmm. Okay, what does that mean? Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Some of y'all dealing with another Taurus or air sign. I feel like somebody I feel like was kind of feeling left out. Okay, and then I feel like instead of them communicating, they start shopping. This could be the past energy. It's like instead of somebody communicating that they was feeling left out and that they, wanted more quality time or whatever it is that they wanted, but I feel like it could be quality time with the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like they started to talk to other people. Now, if you could have cussed this person out because I feel like you were very invested. Now, I don't know why they were feeling left out, but or this is you. What's the Five of Pentacles? Seven of Swords. Somebody was fucking around. Somebody was being sneaky. So I feel like somebody was being sneaky. Okay. Or for some of you, somebody was being very okay. Two different messages. For some of you, somebody was just being very strategic with trying to make somebody feel abandoned because they desired more love. This is somebody who be hiding their emotions and shit and acting like they really don't want a commitment and shit, but they really be wanting more love and attention and shit. And I feel like they start feeling left out or they started trying to like I don't know, make someone feel left out so they can chase. This is kind of giving that energy. Um, yeah, it's like let me ignore them so they'll hit me up or some shit like that. So I'm getting that lame ass energy. But then I'm also getting that somebody was leaving somebody out in the cold because they was dealing with other lovers. And I feel like somebody intuitively knew that because someone was not offering a commitment. So I feel like they started holding back out of ego, but then met other options along the way. Okay, so this is complicated. I hope you guys are keeping up because I had to mix old with new energy because I got both. Um, yeah, I got both coming out. Okay, yeah. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. What's this Seven of Pentacles energy? Yeah, I feel like definitely somebody was, it's like they didn't want to give up on the connection, but they also weren't getting what they wanted. So, okay, for the person who was cheating, like with another person, they still didn't want to give up an actual relationship or a connection because the love is still there. There's the chemistry is still there, but it's like, okay, you're making me feel abandoned. Like it's shit. Somebody suffers from abandonment issues. Now, the person that was being strategic, like where they weren't actually cheating, but they were just purposely trying to hold back to get somebody to chase. I feel like they have really invested a lot and really grew deep feelings, but because they're too afraid to share their feelings, it's like they don't give up, but they play games to try to get what they want. It's the dumbest shit ever. But this is what I'm seeing here. It's just different perspectives. Okay. Either way, basically, somebody needs to heal. Long story fucking short. Uh, and I feel like either way, whether it's new or old, it's going to be a separation. Because I feel like for those of you, like with the example that I gave you about the widow situation, it's like this person, it's like they want this love, they desire this love, right? But they're afraid to let you in. They could be afraid to invite you over and shit, but they feel feelings for you, but then it's like you would be the first person after their husband or after their wife, and it's like, okay, bitches, you gonna let me in or not? Not even trying to be funny, but I maybe it's me. I'm getting older, and I'm just like, okay, listen, bitch, like, okay, as you, what's going on? I don't know. What the fuck is going on here? Because are you being manipulative or do you really want this shit? It's like you acting like you trying to manifest it, but then when it's here, you don't really want it. Like what the fuck is going on here? And I also feel like for those of you could feel like this person's in their ego. It's like, okay, we've been talking for a minute. Like, I got feelings for you and shit like that. Of course I wanna. It's like them holding back. I don't know, it's starting to get on your nerves a little bit. Because you don't know, like, if you should just let it go. Are they being manipulative? Do they just need more time to heal? It's like you don't want to keep going back and forth about this shit. It's like you're not trying to specifically rush anything, but it's like, okay, you're trying to look at something very logically. Yeah, with the King of Swords energy here and the Four Wands about a relationship. Because I feel like for those of you that I'm talking to, something has already been a long time. Like for those of you, like with the new situation where somebody's having a hard time letting you in. For some of you, I'm not even gonna lie to you. This shit could be like 2 years. Like, are you fucking serious, baby? I'm tired. Yeah. Angel number 2424. Like, baby, I'm tired. Uh, yes, and so I feel like that's what it is. Now, for this old person, I'm getting like There's this thing. It's like, the strategic like wait game. It's like, okay, let me wait and then let me pop back through. Let me wait. What's up, that motherfucker Sean? And then let me pop back through. It's like because somebody don't want to give it up. It's like, bitch, is you invested or you not? I don't know. I'm saying that though. You got paths. Like, okay, like where we I don't know, angel number two. And I feel like Taurus, you have a lot of fucking patience. For you to be running out of patience, that's some serious shit. I feel like Taurus is the most patient sign I know. Okay, so if you're running out of patience, just fucking imagine. Okay, how much shit you got to be going through, Taurus. But you love this person, whether it's new or old. You didn't fail in love. So I feel like you're trying to trust this process. So I want to see the outcome, y'all, because this shit is complicated. Okay. Okay. What is the outcome? Lovers, y'all gonna be together. Great fortune and have money. I see mature energy too. So somebody getting out of that little, I don't know what the fuck they was going through. It's like they was going through something. Cause that was this childish energy. I am getting that. Like, what is the hold and back game for? Okay, and what is the yeah? Somebody's like growing up. I don't know. They're working on being way more mature and logical about something. Yep, I see y'all getting closer together. And I see family too. Your family could love this person, or you do, both of y'all. I don't know. It's a lot of love here. Families here also. So I feel like definitely you guys are going to be on a journey with this person. Now I cannot pinpoint whether this is new or old for you because tourists both it's both here. Okay, so take it how it may resonate. You do have the free will to fuck with who you want to fuck with, and you're going to be ending something with one option. So there's not going to be this juggling shit or somebody's ending like whoever this is. They're going to be making an actual choice. So it's like, even if this is somebody with the widow situation, like I told you, because that's what I was channeling heavy as fuck. Um, it's like they're going to, it's like, of course, somebody' memory will stay alive, but life goes on. No shade, just facts. Life is going on. I'm pretty sure anybody who genuinely loves their spouse is going to want them to be happy. They're not going to want them to be miserable after they pass away. Anybody, real love is a motherfucker. Like, it would literally make you do some shit that you typically wouldn't even imagine yourself doing, right? But I mean, if you're gone already, right? The fuck you look like holding somebody back? That's just selfish. And so I feel like this is a situation where someone is finally letting themselves be free. Okay. So, Taurus, this is what I have for you, and I hope that you enjoyed. Guess who? What's up, family? Make sure that you show love, like, share, subscribe. Also, follow our second channel, Mermaid Palace Tarot. We will be uploading Taurus reading tonight on that channel, also. And thank you guys so much for all your love, your support. Super chat, super thanks. If you see the hype button, make sure you hype this video. And I'll talk to you soon. Love and light. Peace.